Hey, Davison, congratulations. How would you describe to Bills fans the type of player and the type of mindset you bring to a team?
You're getting a player that's built for Buffalo, built for the Bills Mafia. You're getting a nasty, edgy player who sets the tone in the secondary, who's ultra aggressive and just a competitor who lives for the matchup outside. I live for the me versus him.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mookie.
You want to go now? I think we got. Hey, Davison. I think I got unmuted here. My name is Sal from WGR Radio in Buffalo. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It says Davison. That's what you go by, but I'm seeing that's actually your middle name. Can you say your full name for us and how to pronounce it all?
I'm Mwawasa Davison Igbinosun.
I'm Mwawasa.
I'm Mwawasa.
I'm Mwawasa.
Yes, Mwawasa. The letter I, Mwy.
Yep.
Davison.
Thank you.
Wilson. And my first name means you can't argue with God.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I'm going to go back and re-listen about 10 times before I try to get it right again, just so you know. Thank you. I appreciate it. David, but you do prefer to be called Davison, right? We just want to make sure here.
Everybody calls me, I go by IGB.
IGB. Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's okay with the media calling you IGB? You're okay with that? You prefer that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'm interested in, you took some penalties a couple of years ago. They tailored off a little bit last year. But how did you kind of correct that? What's your thought on, how that's evolved for you over the last couple of years?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm always trying to get better and improve my game. So, like, obviously that was something that I needed to improve on my game. That was kind of holding me back a little bit. So I just made that emphasis, a focus point in the offseason with my coaches at Ohio State. Just watching the film and just seeing a lot of the situations I was in. Wasn't that I was necessarily beat. I was in great position a lot of times. Just needed to relax and play with poise at the top of the route. Like, a lot of those PIs should have been PBUs and interceptions, should have been ball production.
As you can see by my name, I'm also a Sopranos fan. What got you into the TV show? I'm reading your bio. And do you have a favorite episode?
What got me to the TV show? I mean, I'm from Jersey, so like, just you get to know
there you go.
Sopranos growing up. My favorite episode, I want to say when Tony is trying to kill that guy on the boat. I don't want to say his name.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I can't say his name. Yeah, his name.
I understand. Hey, good man. You're already like,
yeah.
You got this media thing down. You're on a Zoom call. I get it. Everybody's gonna hear this. I know what you mean. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey, let's end on that. That's really cool. Thanks, IGB. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was definitely a great scene. IBG, Mookie Hawkins, Waffle Sports 1080. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So just tell us, what was your reaction when you saw Buffalo on the caller ID?
It just made sense. Like, with this whole like process, you can't you know a lot of people in the process. You make good connections, but you never know. It's a business at the end of the day. But like, I know when I went to Buffalo, I put my best foot forward. I felt very connected with the guys, just hanging out with Hancock and Max Hairston and just all the boys. Strong, just saying that was the first time I sat at the table with some guys. I'm like, dang, I wouldn't be mad if I had to be with these boys every day. Like, it wouldn't be the worst thing. So like, and I had a good meeting with I just like the people in the building. They're just authentic. So I wasn't surprised, but it's just nerve-wracking draft day.
Yeah, man, we know Buffalo kind of leans heavily on the zone with match principles. So how did that align with your strengths or your skill set?
Yeah, I think that's another thing in my game. Like, I feel like I have a lot of I would say I have a lot of areas to improve on and a lot of areas that I'm well at. Like, we played a lot of zone at Ohio. I played a lot of different defenses in college. So played a lot of zone at Ohio State. So I'm excited. I think I'll prosper in this system.
Did you speak with Jordan Hancock at all since you've been selected?
He FaceTimed me. I didn't hear what he said. He was screaming at me. I was screaming at him. But I spoke to him though.
Right. That's enough said right there, man. I appreciate the time, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hey, IGB, this is Catherine from the Buffalo News. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That sounds like a wonderful Zoom call with Jordan. So excited to get you here and hear more about it.
Thank you.
But I was curious, Brandon Bean was saying how you add a different element to this defense. How would you describe your game?
I would say like I'm a spark plug. Like I feel like like my teammates feed off me. I set the tone. I play with passion. And I play with energy. Like every day, I don't take anything for granted. When I'm on the football field, I turn it up. I'm not just out there to be out there. I don't take advantage of the days. Like
And then just what has this draft process been like for you? Like, who are you watching with? Where are you watching from? What has the environment been
I
like?
was in Union, New Jersey, at my mother's house, surrounded by my closest friends and my family. So it meant the world to me.
Thanks and congrats again.
Thank you so much.
Hi, IGB, Matt Perino from Syracuse.com. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We were just talking to Brandon for a few minutes, and he had mentioned Jay Valai being somebody that's very familiar with your game. When you had those conversations with him during the draft process, what were some of the things that you guys either connected on or you felt like, this would be, from a football perspective, a great fit?
So I would say Coach Valai, he actually coached at Rutgers. I'm a Jersey kid. So like I knew all of the Rutgers coaches. I knew of them and they knew of me. So he kind of knows my background, like just growing up being in New Jersey, just Jersey tough, being from the concrete. I would say we just connected because like he loves football and I love football too. And like he saw that with the tools that I have at corner and his coaching, he thinks that we'll have a good partnership. And I agree.
I'm going to put you on the spot. What's your favorite memory from Ohio State?
That's easy, winning a national championship. But I also enjoyed beating Team Up North. Not gonna lie, that felt like a national championship, but it wasn't.
Well, there's a couple of Michigan folks in the media here, so they can't wait for you to get to town.
I'll be waiting to see them too.
All right, thanks, IGB.
For sure.
That's all we have for you today, Davison. Congratulations again, and look forward to see you tomorrow.
God bless you.